Yeah. Man, what you want? Ethan, tell him how Johnny is fake. We cannot relate, we can't even conversate. Man, you know he be talking behind all our backs, and he try to be sneaky, don't know how to act. And I thought he was homie, but that wasn't facts. And I really thought he had my back, he did. Say he was with it, he wasn't. Talking about we, cousins, he wasn't. Talking about he got me, he did it. All he did was throw shade, no pity. I ain't playing with him no more, he a scrub. I ain't playing with him no more, he a scrub. I ain't playing with him no more, he a dub. He was never my bro, he was never my blood, but I treated him better than that, he a dub. When I told him what's up, he didn't know what to say. When he see me in person, he ran away. When he see me in person, he ran away. But I know what you said, we ain't playing no games. Yeah, and what you want? Ethan, tell him how Johnny is fake. We cannot relate, we can't even conversate. Man, you know he be talking behind all our backs, and he try to be sneaky, don't know how to act. And I thought he was homie, but that wasn't facts. And I really thought he had my back, he did it. Say he was with it, he wasn't. Talking about we, cousins, he wasn't. Talking about he got me, he did it. All he did was throw shade, no pity. I ain't playing with him no more, he a scrub. I ain't playing with him no more, he a scrub. I ain't playing with him no more, he a dub. He was never my bro, he was never my blood, but I treated him better than that, he a dub. When I told him what's up, he didn't know what to say. When he see me in person, he ran away. When he see me in person, he ran away. But I know what you said, we ain't playing no games. Hey, what you want? Eat that, tell him how Johnny. Hey, what you want? Eat that, tell him how Johnny. Yeah, hey, what you want? Eat that, tell him how Johnny. What? Yeah, what you want? Eat that, tell him how Johnny. Sipping black coffee in my Jay-Z do-rag. I don't know if I can say that. Exposed on YouTube, now they say that. Yellow flash ain't fast, he just talk fast. Flying out his ass for the bag. Burning bridges, making foes, now they fighting back. Exposed on YouTube, now they say that. Yellow flash ain't fast, he just talk fast. Flying out his ass for the bag. Burning bridges, making foes, now they fighting back. Exposed on YouTube, now they say that. Yellow flash ain't fast, he just talk fast. Lying out his ass for the bag. Burning bridges, making foes, now they fighting back. Exposed on YouTube, now they say that. Yellow flash ain't fast, he just talk fast. Sipping black coffee in my Jay-Z do-rag. I don't know if I can say that. Exposed on YouTube, now they say that. Yellow flash ain't fast, he just talk fast. Lying out his ass for the bag. Burning bridges, making foes, now they fighting back. Exposed on YouTube, now they say that. Yellow flash ain't fast, he just talk fast. Lying out his ass for the bag. Burning bridges, making foes, now they fighting back. Exposed on YouTube, now they say that. Yellow flash ain't fast, he just talk fast. Talk fast.
What is up? No more music. Oh my god, still sick, y'all. Still sick. Hold on, let me get this shit off the screen. My bad. I'm not 100%. I've been sick all week. Y'all know this. But hello. We here. We back again. to talk about good old Yellow Flash, Yellow Trash, Yellow Flush, whatever names y'all want to call them. Sometimes y'all need to be a little bit more creative, you know. Do sniffles. Listen, I just had some hot soup, some spicy soup, cleared out my nose a little bit. So I was like, all right, my nose is clear. I can stream. But by the time I set the stream, it all came back. I'm like, Jesus, I can't catch a break. Anyways, Frog Tony is first, of course. And anything involving something he knows and talks about, he gonna be the first one here. He only mainly comes in when I'm talking about stuff that he himself has talked about or people he's talked about. What up, Stark? Look at me. I said Stack. What the hell? I can't read. Stark of Iron. There we go. My brain. I'm telling you, it's the cold. I'm blaming everything stupid that comes out my mouth on this cold. You beautiful ass black woman. Thank you. I hope you feel better soon. I do too. By the way, shout out to Katie Did, who clipped the stream I did talking about reacted to Yellow Flash's DMs with Ethan Van Sciver. She clipped the part when I was explaining about his gay op bullshit he tried to pull years ago. And that video on her channel actually blew up. So happy for you. Thank you too. I got a lot of new subscribers from that. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome to all the new people. Hopefully y'all stay. I doubt you will. But shout out to Katie for clipping that and boosting that story, because that's important. That's something that just kind of got slipped under the radar for so many years. And nobody really gave a shit back then. And I don't know how many people give a shit now, but it's actually, you know, bringing context with all the stuff going on with Yellow Flash and the bridges he's burning and the drama that he's dealing with behind the scenes and how he really is behind the scenes. That was something that needed to be out there, especially when people were accusing Ethan Van Sciver of like doxing Yellow Flash. I'm like, this man basically doxed himself a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's the thing. Like, I get doxing is wrong, right? But there are some times when you look at people like, but you kind of put yourself out there, right? You made a stupid decision, put yourself out there, and then try to stay an anonymous YouTuber. Like that never flies. Trust me, I'm waiting for the day somebody doxes my ass. And if it happens to me, I'm just be like, well, it happened. It's like, oh well. But that's just where I'm at. But hello to the chats. I see Vilnet here. Vilnet, you only come around when I'm talking about like Comicsgate or Comicsgate people. Do you not love me anymore? Is that where we're at? I've known you for so long. Was there love lost? You don't come around unless I'm talking about, you know, Yellow Flash or, you know, John De La Rose or anyone that you care about. Like, you don't care about me? I feel insulted. You got a wrench and you barely shut. No, I'm just teasing. You come in when you want to. I don't own your soul. Mr. Gamer, hello. Primal One, hello. How are you? Here comes my sketchbook. Sure, Ray, sure. You've been into Nick Rekieta's stash? Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. My nose is bleeding. It's not mucus or anything. It's blood. You got me. I used to come for a Miko. Oh, that's true. You did used to come for the Miko. I'm sorry. That's true. You did used to come for the Miko stuff. That I did not give you credit. Okay, before we jump into the Dale Flash stuff, right? Real quick, I have to address something. Because I was, you know, doing my thing, my socials, the very little ones I have. And the dude I was talking about yesterday, y'all remember we would talk about these clowns yesterday? These clowns in particular, we talk about the clown on the right, Mr. Connors over here, Ashy Larry 2.0 over here. Yeah, so he decided to reach out to me on Instagram. Now, I blocked him right after I posted this because, you know, why am I even letting this man have a voice to have contact with me, right? But I wanted to respond to him, right? But I was like, yo, this dude had a whole ass conversation, an argument in a Discord server trying to justify adults having relationships with minors. I don't have really anything to say to this dude, right? But he responded saying, why the fuck you talking about me like I know who the fuck you are, young man? He keep calling me young man, right? That's his like insult. First of all, honey, I don't know how you're going to insult me. Does this look like a young man to you? That's crazy. That is so crazy. You think that's an insult, honey. It's not. Pause. Back to it. So I responded to him. I said, so you could talk about other people, but they can't talk about you, Mr. Connor. Get the fuck off my gram and get some chapstick, boy. And I stand by that. The only reason why this man was even mentioned is because he's inserting himself in some drama that he should not be a part of. But here he is. He on other people's YouTube channels running his mouth. So he's catching the strays, right? He got to catch the strays. You mentioned in my name on other people's channels. So of course I'm going to say something about you. That's who the fuck I am. And trust me, after this, if you really want to keep going, sweetheart, I will show you who the fuck I am, little boy. I've been doing this for a long time. All right. It might not look like it because I've been going through some transitions on my channel. My name's been changing. Listen, I've been doing this for a long time. I'll show you who the fuck I am. And I know somebody wiser than me said, you know what? You got to stop bragging to people you make money off them because it comes off like, I'm like, you know what? You're right. But that's what I do. I make money off of fucking bums like this. You know why? Because it makes me laugh at how they doing this shit, not making a single cent. And they think coming for me is going to be like what? Y'all trying to take down a dragon. You ain't going to take down a dragon. My scales are too thick, sweetheart. And maybe if some of y'all's skin was as thick as mine, y'all wouldn't be crying on the internet like you are over memes. Anyways, that's all I wanted to point out. Because, got some bum asses trying to fucking come for me. And y'all already know I'm not the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. I'm not the whole goddamn fucking alphabet over here. Like, I'm not the one. I'm not none of that. So y'all can try. But anyways, let's talk about Yellow Flash, right? So where did we leave off? Last time I streamed, we went over Yellow Flash's DMs. And what did we learn about Yellow Flash? Well, we learned that he's a crybaby bitch. But I mean, anyone who's known Yellow Flash or seen him before, we already knew he was a crybaby bitch. That man, like, he has no problem hitting the block button. He's an opportunist. That's all Yellow Flash is. Man, I wish that YouTuber still had those DMs where Yellow Flash, Hirohei, and that Umbrella guy, just to name the few that I remember being in those DM groups, were discussing and talking about how big they were going to blow up on their YouTube channels. This is before they were at the size they're at now. This is like way before when Tug was just a wee bitty, like he was up there, but he wasn't up there. I'm talking like in like the 30s, maybe 20,000s, right? While they were in DM groups talking about how the Vic Mignogna situation was going to blow up their channels, make them big, rather than actually give a fuck about Vic Mignogna and the situation that he was going through, they were sitting there trying to figure out how they were, oh my God, we're going to make so much money off this. Our channels are going to blow up. That's what they cared about. That's who these people really are. Okay, they're not people who give a fuck about the shit they talk about. They only give a fuck about how it benefits them, how they make money, how it makes them famous and relevant. That's all they care about. I really, 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 really wish that person had those DMs, because I remember that. I seen it. They, like, that person had it and they got lost in time. Shut up, you over here. You ain't making no money, though. That's actually true. I'm really not making a lot of money. But here's my argument, though. Me making, like, anything is better than nothing, right? I could make 10 cents. That's 10 cents more money I made arguing with somebody on the internet than that person made doing it for nothing, right? I know people say that's a stupid thing to brag about, but, like, you doing this shit for free. You arguing with people for nothing just to have an argument. I'm arguing with people and I monetize that shit. Like, I'm at least making something out of nothing. These motherfuckers arguing for free, not even trying to make a single penny off it. At least I'm making something. So you can take that comment and shove it up your butt crack, sir. Honestly, I hope Vic is doing well. Yeah, none of them cared about Vic. That's back my head. Yo, who are you? Don't be telling me how to run my channel. People say it all the time. Move on. I'm staying on that topic now. Anyways, no, they never cared about Vic Mignogna. And this is coming from somebody back in the days. I was on the Kick Vic side of things. I did not support Vic Mignogna in the beginning. I was all Kick Vic, right? I was an SJW. That's how Yellow Flash and Tug know me. They will tell you stories about that. Yeah, she was a Kick Vic. And that's the story they run with, because they don't know that afterwards I started listening to the other side of the argument, and it was like, you guys make a point. You guys, are making sense. All I said what Vic wanted was due process. Couldn't argue with that. And then when I started listening to the other side, the Kick Vic side kicked me out, because they were like, well, if you're going to listen to the other side and hear these people out, well, you clearly don't believe these women. That's what I got. And that's why I was like, all right, I guess I'm just going to say fuck it and just stay neutral at this point and say, I'm just going to wait to see what happens in court. Right? But when I was part of that shit, again, Yellow Flash, Tug, all those YouTubers only got involved because it helped them grow. It helped their channel. And look, it did. They got to meet Vic Mignogna. Vic Mignogna over there said, oh my God, thank you. Bro, why are you thanking them? They made so much money off of that shit. So much money off of Vic Mignogna. You know what I'm saying? So much money off of Vic Mignogna. And what did Vic Mignogna do? What money did he get? He got money for a fucking case that unfortunately he didn't win, right? But yet, Tug, Yellow Flash, Hirohei, all those guys, they grew. and they continue to grow, right? And they make a shit ton of money. Let's not even talk about how much they all made to cover Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, right? Because they don't actually give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. It's all about money and growing their channels. Especially at the size they are, they need to be growing their channels. Hell, fucking, they all do. So let's look at his channel just to show you guys. This is what these dudes do. This is why Yellow Flash is gross to me. Because, like, this is all anti-woke shit now. The anti-woke shit is so infuriating. See, I don't even watch Yellow Flash. I watched this today, right? And then I'm just looking down. It's all negative shit about Marvel, negative shit about DC, negative shit about video games. Like, all this dude does now is just capitalize on fucking political bullshit. Oh my God, The Last of Us. Everyone's so mad The Last of Us. They made Ellie gay. They, like, bro, it's so fucking annoying at this point, right? Because whether you agree, right, the woke shit or whatever, wherever you stand on that, you don't want to see gay shit in entertainment, whatever, cool. But it's like, do you motherfuckers like anything anymore? Do you like anything anymore? Is there a single fucking TV show or fucking movie out there that you guys even enjoy anymore? Is it all just the same fucking, this is woke, this is stupid, fucking Trump this, you guys are just nothing but always, like, at least with Geeks and Gamers, because people say Geeks and Gamers all the time, right? At least with Geeks and Gamers, Jeremy has put out content of things he likes, right? He'll do the negative stuff and he'll lean into that a lot, but he does on occasion put up shit he likes. He'll put up videos about a movie he saw that he's like, I can't deny it. I like this movie. And the weird part is sometimes the movies that some of these guys claim they like have all of the fucking shit that other movies out there have in it, the gay shit and all, and they never bring it up. You know why? Because they like to pick and choose what movie franchise or what properties they want to shill for versus the ones that they don't give a fuck. Because Marvel, shitting on anything Disney, Star Wars, shitting on the gaming industry right now. All of this shit has become popular. Everybody wants to watch these fucking YouTubers shit on these fucking properties, right? But, like, let's not act like they haven't talked about, like, oh, I like this movie from this director and it was so great. But that movie, if you watch it, has the gay shit, the, like, race swapping of characters. We don't talk about that, though. It's like I said, it's a formula these guys do. And Yellow Flash definitely found his formula, because before it was what did Yellow Flash cover? Oh my God, these celebrities who are getting Me Too'd and canceled. Oh my God, Vic Mignogna. Oh my God, Johnny Depp. And now that there's, like, not many celebrities out there right now, I guess, getting exposed on shit, we're just gonna grift the woke shit. We're gonna grift the politics shit. First of all, I just want to say, Yellow Flash, fuck you and everything you fucking stand for. Politics shouldn't be in games, period. And to be honest, y'all are bringing the politics into it. These companies aren't even bringing it in as much as you guys are claiming they are. They're really fucking not. If you go back to before these motherfuckers crawled out of the fucking asses of a bunch of people they're trying to impress on the internet, to know that a lot of these games that we're talking about now, this shit hasn't been new for the gaming industry for the longest time. You would know that if you were an active fucking gamer from the moment that video games came out, especially games in Japan. Like, I can't stand the argument about how they're making characters ugly. Look at this game. Look at this game. And it's all a bunch of Japanese games. Do you guys not know that Japan always has sex? Always sexualizing their characters. That's just a norm out there. Oh, and you want to talk about woke? Japanese games has gay, trans shit, and it's been in their fucking games since Pixels. Since the Pixels. You know what I'm saying? Final Fantasy VII, literally, Cloud cross-dressed. One of the fucking characters was a transgender woman who bodybuilt. Right? But y'all don't talk about that. Y'all never talk about that shit. So it's always, yeah, we're going to nitpick and choose what we're going to fucking be outraged about. And that's what Yellow Flash has done. That's what they all do. That's what they've been doing for fucking years. That's all they care about is growth and money. But they use things that you guys actually care about. So say you guys actually care about this shit, right? I don't want gay in my fucking entertainment. That's fine. You can feel that way. These guys don't care one way or the other. They really don't. They don't care if there's gay characters. They know that when there's games like Mass Effect where you get to pick romance options with NPC characters, that there's always an option to have a same-sex relationship. With certain characters, too. It's not even all characters. I remember they had this issue with Dragon Age Veilguard where you know, but you can have relationships, even in Dragon Age Original. You can't have relationships like all the characters the same sex. I don't think. I think there was a couple characters who had to be a man or a woman. I don't remember. But all I know is, again, options, y'all. These guys are mad at fucking options. How dare they give me the option to have fucking pronouns in my bio? How dare they give me options to choose to be a woman or a guy? Like, it's fucking retarded. That's what these guys are. And they think you're stupid. So they think, I mean, for the record, y'all are stupid because you've been fucking being fed this bullshit and giving these fuckers money for God knows how long. Because you're too stupid to use your fucking brains and look back at how gaming and TV shows has always been low-key. You want to talk about inserting politics? Entertainment industry has always inserted politics and entertainment. Again, we just didn't give a fuck about it because we were too busy being fucking entertained. We were too busy being entertained. So that's what it was about, right? They all had secret messages. Back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, they always had messages in their fucking entertainment. But now all of a sudden, now it's a problem. Now it's an issue. I'm chewing on boba tea. Let me get my fucking rant off, crazy cat. Don't come in here and start derailing my shit. Too unfocused. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm sick and let me rant. Listen, it was all cool when fucking Yellow Flash was on his little drunk ass fucking stream one time, shit-faced, fucking crying about fucking fuck God. This is why I don't believe in God. God kills children and shit. I remember that stream. Yeah, a lot of people don't remember that stream. If you've been following Yellow Flash from way back then, yeah, that happened. He did a stream where he was fucking white girl wasting. No offense to white girls, but that's what we call y'all out here. He was white girl wasting, talking about fuck God. This is why I don't fucking believe in God, because, you know, he apparently, and this is a sad story. I'm not going to shit on this one because, like, it was really sad. Apparently he had a relative who was a child who got cancer and didn't make it. So I don't know what happened that night for him. He got shit-faced, booted up a live stream, cried about it, literally in tears, cursing God. And that's the first time you actually saw some, humanity in Yellow Flash, right? Even I felt bad. I reached out to him way back then when I saw that shit. I was like, yo, I know we're on the opposite sides right now, but, like, are you good? Right? Obviously, he didn't respond. He deleted it right away and never talked about it again. But I saw it when it was live. A lot of other people who might remember that. Definitely, I know some people who are still around this channel who've been there for a while remember when that shit happened. So that was the first time you saw Yellow Flash be a human. After that, now the DMs you see with him and Ethan, yeah, that's who he really is. You remember that? Now look, I'll watch one of his videos. We'll watch the latest one that he posted 2 hours ago, right? This is what he does. I'll react to this. Here comes
this is the pink.
Yeah. Always the ads, man. While I'm chewing my boba tea. Leave me alone, crazy cat. Is cursing God something conservative Christians do? I don't know. But that's what he did. We'll see what he's gonna bitch about now.
Oh, Naughty Dog, up to their old tricks again. Everybody associated with anything Last of Us seems to like to put out some kind of thing, making themselves seem like the victim of everything. They can do no wrong. They can say what they want. And if you even dare to challenge them, you, my friend, are an evil bigot.
That's hilarious because I'm pretty sure if we go back and look at his videos, he has like a title saying something about, people being a bigot if something, I don't know. You know what's funny is there's so much projection here because Yellow Flash definitely cannot take people criticizing him. You say anything to him, he'll just block you like the bitch he is. I'm sorry, I have to repeat that. Yellow Flash is a bitch. He's a big baby bitch because he just blocks you. It's funny how he says this shit. But again, he can't take it himself. Not unless it's beneficial for him. Like, we talked about how him and Vickyverse, which, by the way, I find it ironic, he actually commented on one of Vickyverse's live streams where she was talking about, I think, his comic book or some shit like that and whatever. And he, commented, he didn't have issues with Vicky for the longest time. But he would block Vicky, then unblock Vicky. but like he block people, but still follow everything they say, especially if they're talking about him. The man needs to make up his mind, right? He's a fucking weird one, man. But anyway, he projects a lot. Oh my god, no, if you say this, that you're evil, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Some of the shit you guys do say, I can't even deny it, comes off really fucking sus. Like, if you guys are so outraged that a lead character is a fucking female, and you guys do that enough times, anytime there's a fucking game that comes out or a movie that comes out and the lead is a fucking female, it's always like, oh my god, I'm not going to watch this because it has a female lead. And we're not supposed to be looking at you and taking that as, well, do you just not like pussy anymore? Is that what's going on? I just don't like vagina? Did you guys become gay? Well, you can't have become gay because you guys hate that there's gay shit and entertainment shit. So, like, which is it? It's very confusing. I don't know where to put you all in a category anymore. Because, like, you guys cry when it's a female lead, but like you don't like the gay shit. So why would you be mad about a fucking hot female being a lead in anything? That's kind of crazy to me, but here we are, right? And then of course, when you talk about people of color the way some of y'all do, I'm looking at y'all like, do you just don't like niggas? Just say it. I'm gonna say it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna censor myself. Is that what it is? You just don't like niggas? Just say it like that. Or I know some of y'all want to say it like that, but you don't because you don't want to get canceled. I understand, especially y'all Flash. Please let's not act like that man has not dropped N-words behind the scenes, because I guarantee you he has.
So, a little bit of a history lesson. I talked about this in a previous video, but I went and looked at the real interview. So we're gonna debunk some BS. So this game dropped. When did this come out? 5 months ago. Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet dropped. And
see how dumb he is? This game dropped. The trailer dropped, did it not? Am I wrong? Did the game already come out 5 months ago? Like, all right, let's fact check this. And again, this is somebody who everyone goes to for fucking scoops and their takes on this shit. Intergalactic Heretic Prophet. Let's see. When did it come out? Did it come out? Did it even come out? Won't be released until 2027 at its soonest. Wait, what? That's crazy. So why is he saying the game came out? When did this game come out? See what I'm saying? The man is so dumb. He, like, bro, you're putting out videos. There's no excuse for you not going back and re-recording this. Like, like, come on, man. Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, wait, it came out? Let's make sure. Let's make sure I get my facts straight. No, the game didn't come out. When did the trailer come out? See, certain things like that irritate me because, again, it's like you've been doing this for so long and you still just don't care to say shit just fucking wrong, right? I get, like, to his defense, well, it was on his mistake. My audience knows what I'm saying, right? But, like, if you're being professional and you're a YouTuber, you've been doing this for a long time, little things like that, sir. Like, if you're going to come out and say, well, when did this game drop? Well, when the game dropped 5 months ago, the trailer, sir. That's all you need to say, the fucking trailer. Like, that's crazy how bad he is at this.
The main character is basically a 2016 girl boss, a character that nobody really wants anymore.
What? Who said, bro? Like, this is the thing that bothers me about these guys. Why are you saying nobody wants this anymore? You are not everybody. Like, a lot of these woke fucking YouTubers, like Yellow Flash and all these guys who say this shit, nobody wants it. No, y'all don't want it. A lot of people don't care. This is a real person. Her name is I think her name is Tati something. I'm not gonna butcher her last name, but I know that she was in this the what is it? She was in the 100. She was in the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. She was in a lot of stuff, and I love her actor. She was in You. She also played a character in You. She's a very beautiful, very talented actor. And who cares? Who fucking cares? You know, other boss female characters that existed that no one fucking shits on, right? That if they did it today, if they did it today, they would love it. Xena, Warrior Princess, Lucy Lawless. Lucy Lawless? She was a badass bitch. Matter of fact, you know what's sad is that Lucy Lawless kind of spun off of Hercules, and I feel like Xena was more popular than Hercules. You know what I'm saying? Hercules started it, and then Xena spinoff was even more popular than Hercules. Okay, who cares? Why are you guys pressed? If you don't want to play a fucking game with a female lead, then don't fucking play it, right? I can't picture Yellow Flash actually wanting to play this game. So why? Who cares? If it's not for you, it's not for you. Oh my God, she shaves her head. So what? Who cares? She had short hair in the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Who cares? What? Like, why is it like a big deal that men are so pressed over how pixels look? And even more so, what bothers me is like, this is modeled after a person who exists. The person who you're seeing on the screen in video game form is the voice and mocap actor for this game. So what? If it doesn't look good and you don't want to play it, then don't play it. Don't play it. Yeah, but I can fap to Xena. I mean, I can fap to Tati. She's a real person. You don't like her look here? We'll just Google her pictures where she has nice long hair and wearing beautiful dresses. Who fucking cares? It's a game, dude. When you guys are playing video games, are you sitting there like, God, I can't wait to play that new Tomb Raider. I got my bottle of lotion, some tissues on the fucking side table. Oh my God, I can't wait to buy Tomb Raider so I could just boot it up and jerk off to fucking Lara Croft's ass. Like, why the fuck does it matter? Why the fuck does it matter anymore? Like, I personally play video games for the gameplay. I don't care what the characters really look like. If they look appealing, cool. If they have cool skins, I'll buy them. But at the end of the day, I'm playing video games for the gameplay, for the stories. I don't need to sit there and need my characters to be fuckable all the time. If you want to play games where you want to fuck a character, there are plenty of games in Japan that have simulators that are just for you, where you can fuck the characters. But we're sitting here and going to complain that a character doesn't look sexually appealing to you before we even play the game. Who cares? Who cares? And maybe there are skins that you can unlock where she has sexy skins. You don't know. You're just going to look at it and say, well, I can't play it because it's a bald bitch. It's a bald bitch. The main issue is that they do use mocap of actors, but it's not about the gooning versus the change in character in post. I mean, my thing is like, this is just the trailer, right? It's just a trailer for a game that apparently is not coming out until 2027, right? So it's just the first trailer, and it's not that big of a deal to be pissed off about. It's really not. It's really not. Again, if the game looks appealing to you, then it looks appealing to you. But it's not that deep. But these guys want to make you mad about it. That's the whole point. They want you to be mad at shit that you shouldn't even be mad at as of right now. Because we don't even know if the game is going to even look like this in 2027. But let's just get fucking angry right off the bat because I need money this month. Because I need you guys to be pissed off about something this month. It's fucking sad. It really is kind of sad at that point. Look at Abby or girlfriend of Maid Girl, The Last of Us. They changed the body types of models. I mean, again, I don't play games because I care that these characters, like, if it's a drastic change and there's no explanation for it, I might be like, well, that's dumb, but I'm still going to play the game because I'm not playing these games for what the fucking characters really look like. Like, they've changed Lara Croft's design so many times, I don't care. I don't care if Lara Croft is too muscular. In a sense, it makes sense for Lara Croft. She's a fucking Tomb Raider. She rock climbs. She needs to have some muscle. Y'all understand that it never makes sense. And I get it. It's a fantasy. It's not real. But, like, a lot of these games are trying to be a little bit more realistic, right? Especially, like, Mortal Kombat. People were so pissed at the designs of the new Mortal Kombat game, and I get it. They did kind of make the women look a little way different. They could have did a little bit better, at least try to keep them a little close, but like they were mad at the muscles. And I'm like, bitch, they're fucking fighters. You do understand that Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow in a realistic fucking setting would never be able to easily take down a man twice her fucking size. You do understand that that's physically impossible. All right? Especially if you have no muscle, no strength. I'll give them credit the way they portrayed Scarlett Johansson. She was more agile, right? So she was quick and she was fast and she did maneuvers that made sense. But like skinny bitches like that, they're nice to look at, but they ain't fucking nobody up in real life, bro. You have a fighting game that y'all are mad at because the characters don't look fuckable. instead of fightable. All right, y'all are worried about the wrong F. Mortal Kombat characters, video game characters, and especially in fighting games, they're supposed to be fighters. Yes, they can look appealing. You could be a sexy muscle bitch. You do understand that Chun-Li, don't even get me started on Chun-Li, okay? Those thighs are amazing. If they took away Chun-Li's thighs, I would cry 100%. But if they made Chun-Li's thighs a little bit more muscular, 100% makes sense. Her fucking power is in her legs. That's why Chun-Li's thighs make sense. Because all of her muscle, her power is in her legs. Of course, she's going to have thick thighs. So I get why people are mad, but it's like, bro, y'all are getting mad over the wrong shit. Is the game good? Is the game fucking good? Y'all do understand that y'all are killing the vibe of what gaming is supposed to be when y'all are bitching about this shit so much. It really is a buzzkill. It's like, I just want to play a game. I don't even want to go online and talk about games anymore because I don't want to get pushback because y'all caring about different things, which you're right. But I'm not going to sit here and argue with you why I like this game. I like this game because but what about what they did to fucking Lara Croft? They made her look like a dude. Okay, well, she's still a fucking Tomb Raider. She still got cheeks. I'm not looking at her face. I'm not trying to fuck Lara Croft. I'm just saying, it's to each their own, but these guys, let's just act, again, when it comes to fucking people like Yellow Flash, do they actually care? No. And don't forget, Yellow Flash don't even buy any of this shit. So what the fuck is he complaining about? What the fuck are you complaining about, Yellow Flash? We already exposed that you pirate everything. You haven't purchased a movie in how long? You'll purchase a shit ton of comic books instead of pay your artist, but you won't actually pay for shit. You won't actually pay for shit. That's crazy. So what if you're not buying it, what the fuck are you crying over it for? That's another thing that bothers me. This man ain't paying for this shit. He ain't buying fucking tickets to see a movie that he's gonna shit on. Of course not. He's gonna pirate it. Like, you're not losing money off of this shit. You're not even giving these companies money. So, like, maybe, like, stop crying.
People are a little tired of it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that. People are tired of this kind of character. That's why it's sitting at 291 dislikes.
Oh my God. Hold on, pause. They are quick to put fat, ugly chicks. Put in fat, ugly chicks. They barely put in attractive women in games anymore. They definitely don't put in any girls that thick. Yes, gameplay matters. So here's the thing, right? A lot of people criticize the new design for Emma Frost in Marvel Rivals, right? Because she's thick in Marvel Rivals. And she's always been depicted in comic books and everything as very, like, fit, right? She's been slender. Number one, the reason why they made her thick is because she's a tank character. And I thought that was absolutely hilarious. And that's kind of funny if you think about it. Like, damn, they made this bitch thick because she's a tank character. But she's still sexy as fuck. You know? And I get it. Sometimes, you know, some people ain't attracted to fat girls, but some people are. They giving some big girls loving. You know, let us big girls have our moment. Okay? Just let some big girls have their moment. And now they made some character designs that, like, are attractively not as appealing. Like, I saw some characters, don't get me wrong, I'm looking at it like, that's a choice. That's a choice, but I'm wondering why, right? And instead of like asking why or playing the game, maybe there's a story behind why she's not pretty in the beginning, right? Maybe she becomes pretty, right? Maybe we get a whole glow up scene, right? We're just going to shit on it and be like, oh my God, this character's ugly. Like, I don't care. I want to see where this is going, you know? But again, it's like, oh, okay, they got some bigger bitches. Like, fat bitches need some loving too. Do y'all not like fat girls? You know, are y'all just saying you just don't like big bitches? Because it's fine if you don't. But, like, okay, who cares? There have been some big characters that weren't even meant to be attractive. Like, that's the point. Some of these characters are made to be unattractive because that's the point. I played some of these games where you got these big bitch characters, and that is the point. They're supposed to be unappealing and unattractive. Most of the big bitches in these video games, they're funny. They're funny. They're haha. This is funny. I'm just saying. I think being so pressed over the way characters look is kind of just like dumb for me personally. Like, if y'all care, then y'all care. But like being that pressed that the character is now a little thickums is kind of crazy. Because like there are some big bitches that are actually pretty attractive. Maybe not to y'all, but like y'all aren't the majority voices. I think that's what it comes down to. Y'all want to be the majority voices now. Y'all had this shit. This is the funny part, right? This is the funny part. Y'all already had this shit for so long. Y'all had the sexy characters. But now things are changing and you guys are mad about the changes. It's like, okay, well, y'all had your day. Let the fat, ugly bitches have a moment. Let us have a moment. No, you don't just want to play a game. What you want is to have positive conversations about games. The problem you have is that other people disagree with you. So you just tell them to shut up. Yes, it's not about disagreeing. It's more like, why are we having these conversations? I know, I have a hot take. I told y'all ain't gonna keep subscribing to me more because when I talk about this shit, some people just unsubscribe because they think I'm about this anti-woke shit. I don't care. If you put certain shit in fucking entertainment and it makes sense and it's part of the story, cool. If you're just putting it in there to fucking check a box, it's not cool. And you can tell when it comes to certain things that they do that. But again, if you're a gamer, you know that this is not new. That's the issue I have, especially with the gaming talk. It's not new. Y'all want to ignore games that came out long before Intergalactic, Last of Us. There have been games before that had all of these things, had ugly female characters, had fat, ugly female characters as the fucking main characters of stories. But y'all don't talk about that. Y'all just act like that didn't happen and just cry about the shit happening now. It's crazy to me. Because as a gamer who's loved games since I was a fucking kid, my first system was that Nintendo NES Classic. Okay? I've been playing games since I was a child. And I've always played video games. And I played so many video games that I remember all the games that had the gay shit, that had the fucking fat characters that were funny and that were fun to play with and shit like that. I didn't mind being able to create a character that was like a fucking chick with a dick if I wanted to be goofy. You know what I'm saying? I remember when they had the option where you can make a chick character and give a male character boobies. And I thought that shit was hilarious. So I had a fucking dude character with big ass titties walking around looking like a drag queen. I thought that shit was hilarious to me. But now it's like, oh, it's woke. And I'm like, it's meant to be funny. You have options. You don't have to fucking take the options that are available. You can just choose to make a straight male character that's white or that's green or that's purple and just play that character. And if you don't want to have gay relationships in the game, then don't have gay relationships in the game. It doesn't force you to have a gay relationship, but we're bitching about this shit. I'm sitting here like, what happened to gaming? What happened to gaming? I didn't fucking see anyone crying in Mass Effect when you had options to fuck an alien that happened to have a dick while you were being the male shepherd. I didn't see anyone complaining about it. But here we are. If you agree that you are just telling people you don't like about options, just shut up, then it goes the same for you. Just shut up, or do you think you should be allowed to speak? Hypocrisy. I mean, I didn't say nobody has a right to speak, but I still have the right to tell people to shut up, just like you have the right to tell me to shut up. It goes both ways. I'm just saying that if you're gonna bitch about it all the time, all the fucking time, because I don't bitch about it all the time. There's a difference. My entire platform isn't built off of telling people to shut up because they have this take. That's the difference. That's not the hypocrisy. I just think it gets to a point where you're grifting off of this because you're grifting off of people like you, my beautiful, fabulous Fatoni, okay? People like you who actually do care about this shit. People like you who actually want to have a conversation, a constructive conversation, right? But it's taking people like you and taking your opinions and taking that fucking rage and intensifying it. That's the problem for me because they're taking your money, right? Because the thing is, they don't give a fuck about this shit. That's why I tell them to shut up because they don't give a fuck. You don't have to shut up. You give a fuck. But when you don't give a fuck, why are you talking? If you don't give a fuck, why are you talking? That's my problem I have with people like L Flash. They don't give a fuck. So why are you talking? Why are you speaking like you are the voice of the people? You're not, because you don't give a fuck. These are people. This person that I have highlighted in the chat. This person that I have highlighted in the chat. Y'all buy games, right? Y'all purchase games. You play games. Now, I ask you, are you guys excited for Interstellar or Intergalactic, whatever the fuck this game is? Do you guys, when you saw this trailer, do you guys like, oh, that game looks fun. I want to play it. I want to buy it. Honestly, are you guys excited to buy this game? Because if you're not, chances are you're not going to buy it. So who cares? Right? You're not going to buy it. You're not going to support Naughty Dog. You know what I'm saying? When you tell people to shut up, You are literally saying you don't believe in their right to speak. That is what you're saying. It's not what you mean, then you shouldn't say it. LOL. I mean, hey, I can tell people to shut up. That doesn't mean they're going to shut up. People tell me to shut up. Do I shut up? No. But I can still tell them that they should shut up. They don't have to listen to me. That's the difference. Again, free speech goes both ways. I have the right to tell people to shut up. They have the right to tell me to shut up and not listen to me. It goes both ways. But I'm still going to tell people I think they should shut up if they're going to fucking cry about it all the time, especially if they don't care about it. 100%. Because my thing is, right, you know how many times I got fucking criticized and judged for saying this movie sucks and I never saw it? Right? You guys would shit on me if I listen. I was shitting on Black Adam and I didn't even see Black Adam. Right? Everyone was talking about Black Adam. I was like, I refuse to see Black Adam. It's shit. Right? And people are like, how are you going to say it's shit? You never even seen it. Exactly. That's the hypocrisy, right? Same thing. If you're going to sit there and shit on me for shitting on a movie, I told you I didn't see it. I'm still going to shit on it because I did do that. 100%. Fuck The Rock for that movie, by the way. Man wanted to be his own Superman, trying to be Black Adam with no Shazam. Fucking crazy talk. Didn't even mention to fucking Shazam. That's the crazy part, too. How are you going to make a movie with Black Adam and start off with his anti-hero shit, his anti-hero arc, and not even touch the villain arc? That was wild to me. Anyways, I just think when it comes down to gaming, and that's why I get mad about gaming, especially because gaming is fun. It's supposed to be fun. And now here we are, like, not being fun anymore because we're spending too much time in certain politics into all the shit that people want to cry about. It's crazy. Well, it says it's still coming out. But there's no gameplay. That's season 2. The last one, season 2 has been incredible. Yellow Flash is a fraud. You don't get no ladies in this life. Still probably lives with his mother. No, he's married. Apparently, according to Ethan Van Sciver, he's a house husband. He's a house husband. But see, here's a beauty thing. I know that y'all coming at me about my takes, which again, I love it. But see, here's the difference. Here's a big difference. Notice how y'all can come in my chat, challenge me on my opinions. The many times that Fatoni over here is telling me to shut up, basically, and call me a hypocrite, and yet you're still allowed to stay in my chat. You know who wouldn't give you that opportunity? Yellow fucking Flash. You know who would have kicked your ass out a long time ago for disagreeing? Yellow fucking Flash. Like, that's the difference between people like me and people like Yellow Flash. I don't need to kick you out for having a different opinion or view than I do. He would. Fatoni, you think if you went in Yellow Flash's chat and gave him that same level of fucking energy, you would be able to keep chatting? Hell no, you would have been gone. But see, I like these conversations. You know why? Because I'm a real person. And I respect my audience enough to listen to their difference of opinion and to challenge mine and to call me the fuck out. These motherfuckers won't do that. You find yourself behind a block real quick. Block Fatoni, block other people. That's what they do. So that's the beauty of it. I love having these discussions. At no point have I ever expressed in any way that I think you should shut up. But here's the beauty of it. You could tell me to shut up. And I would probably tell you go fuck yourself and then say, I'm just kidding, we're cool. But you still have a voice in my chat. That's the difference. That's how you know these motherfuckers really don't want to have a conversation, though. Remember how we started this conversation, me and you, Fatoni, where you were like, it's about having a conversation. Yeah, not with them. It's about making money because they don't want to have a conversation. If you came and tried to challenge his point, like say I was telling Yellow Flash the same shit I'm saying on my stream, and I typed that in a comment on his channel, blocked. He would remove it. He would block me. End of discussion. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't give you the opportunity to have a difference of opinion. That's how you know it's not about the conversation. It's about the grift. It's about the money. They don't give a fuck about these video games like that. You think he really cares about a game he has no intention of playing anyways? You think he really cares about a movie he didn't even pay to go see? I'm so mad and disgusted with Barbie. That movie was so, it's a feminist movie and it's this and that. I wasted my money. Did you though? I can see being mad if you went to the movie theater and paid money to see a movie that was shitty. I would be walking out of the theater so mad, like, I really spent money on this piece of shit movie. But they didn't even pay for it. You saw that shit for free, and you saw it for free just so you could bitch at it. That's what was proven in Ethan Van Sciver's DMs, by the way, that he pirates movies just so he can talk about it. Just so he can talk about it and bitch about it so he can get everybody else who's mad because Barbie's a fucking feminist power, girl power movie. That's what it is. That is what it is. That's why I don't. But see, it's not about not. It's like certain people you can talk about it with, right? Like you can talk about it with me. Like I know I get loud because I'm passionate, but I'm not mad, right? I'm not mad that people think like Yellow Flash. It's kind of annoying at best, but I'm not mad at it. Like I do understand to a level of degree that there has been a change, right? A shift in the wind when it comes to like inserting more representation characters, right? I get it. It can be annoying if it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden we're making Captain America gay. Bitch, why? Why does he need to be gay? Why does Captain America, who has always been with a woman, now all of a sudden need to be questioning his sexuality? What the fuck does sexuality have to do with this man being the fucking hero? I don't understand. That's stupid. I would be mad too because there's certain changes that make no sense. That's what I'm saying. There's a clear indicator, right, of them just doing shit to check a box and them actually just creating the characters that represent people. I'm not mad at them for making gay fucking video game that's for gay people, right? They make video games that, let me start talking about Love in Deep Space, y'all. All right? Love in Deep Space is a mobile game, which is 100%, without a question of a doubt, catered to lonely women who want to literally flick their bean to pixelated characters. I'm not even joking when I say that. Love in Deep Space, look it up. It's a game where it's just these hot Asian looking men. That's the whole point of the game. And it's a shooter. It's weird because they have these weird love stories with the main character and like and then you shoot aliens or something. I don't know. It's crazy. But there are some games that are clearly catered to a specific audience, which again, I'm fine with that. I'm not mad at it. But like, I don't know, man. Some things are just not worth fucking nitpicking and crying about when it comes to fucking video games. It shouldn't matter if little Ellie is a lesbian. I mean, it makes sense. And the fact of the matter is, the fact that anyone who played Last of Us, the original, and didn't expect that to happen, like, y'all really weren't paying attention to Last of Us, because, like, when they made her gay in the next game, I was, like, not even surprised. That chick was so tomboyish and butchy, even when she was a kid, like, her mouth on her, I'm like, yeah, she gonna be a dyke when she gets older. I can say it, I'm pansexual. Shut up. But I knew that little girl was gonna grow up and be gay. I knew it. She was so, like, she didn't even dress like a girl. She wasn't into Barbies and shit. She was rough around the edges. Like, I wasn't surprised at all. I was not surprised when they made Ellie gay in Last of Us. That's why when people were bitching about, I'm like, y'all really didn't pay attention in Last of Us. Y'all really wasn't paying attention. That shit screamed she was going to be a lesbian. That shit screamed she was going to grow up and be a lesbian. That's why I'm crack up when people talk about Last of Us, especially because I'm like, did y'all actually play Last of Us? Or did you guys just, like, think she was going to be a little girl and grow up in an apocalyptic world like that? And, you know, the way she acted as a child should have told you she was going to grow up and like women. And also, when did we start hating lesbians? When did that happen? I need to know. I think what Fatone means is to say what you mean and mean what you say. I mean everything I say, but I'm also sick. I'm using that as an excuse. Let's see. Hell, Ethan plays the same BS game, or will, to be honest, most of the time. Bigger YouTube people don't block people, but a lot of bigger ones with clickbait. That's why I dislike EVS and other creators. I mean, that's why I don't like a lot of creators. Like, if you disagree with them, they'll just block you, which is stupid. Dude, she really did. Ellie had big gay energy. That's why I'm sitting here like, y'all are crazy if you didn't see that shit coming. Hold on. My shit is laggy. My shit was laggy. All right, let's go back to comments here. They do conduct their personality in videos for us live streams. This main game most YouTube people play but they live streams, they conversate. This gets lost in the clipping. You know, when was the last time, since y'all follow Yellow Flash More than me, does he even do like any video game streamings? Does he ever stream any games that he likes to play? Like, I'll give some of these YouTubers credit. At least I've seen D-Day Direwolf. I'm not D-Day Direwolf. Sorry, I missed you. D-Day Cobra. Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. At least I've seen him stream some games. Most of the time, they just play fucking Mario Kart, which is weird to play a game like Mario Kart, which is a Japanese game, which we're still trying to figure out what the fuck Birdo is, by the way. I don't know if it's a confirmed that Birdo is a boy that likes to wear bows or if Birdo is officially a girl. I looked this up one time, and I don't think I got a definite canon answer. So I'm going to just go with Birdo as a dude who likes to wear a bow. That way it just pisses off all the people that are just like, oh my God, I love Mario and that whole franchise. Birdo is trans. Birdo is trans. Which makes sense because it's a fucking Japanese game. I don't know what it is about Japan or, you know, Asian cultures. Not, you know, they do cross-dressing a lot. And I think they think it's funny. And that's why they do it. But and some of the girls think it's cute when a boy can dress up as a girl and look really cute. Like, I don't know if you guys ever watch Japanese or Korean, especially Korean dramas, where they have the boys dress up as girls and the girls like, oh my God, you're so cute. Like, they don't look like, ugh, why is that dude wearing a dress? Like, it's just weird cultural differences. But I think it's always funny when people especially talk about Japanese games and then they don't realize that Japan was woke before woke was a word. Like, what? Oh, man. His main format is movies and entertainment by streaming games. His main content is the stuff going on there. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it just bothers me because, like, I feel like I would care enough to take you seriously and your opinion seriously if you, like, actually were invested, right? Like, so I play video games a lot. Now, if I were to give you my takes on certain things in the video games, I'm playing these games. Like, I'm playing these games. I'm buying these games to play them. I love gaming, and I'm going to look at it as a gamer would and should, where it's like, yes, I played this game. This is the gameplay. This was why I liked it. And then I probably would say, okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. You guys want to talk about the gay characters? Well, let's talk about the gay characters. I did a video on my other channel, my old gaming channel, where I talked about Dragon Age Veilguard, right? Because I played the shit out of that game, right? And I explained how in those games, especially, when you have a choice, just like Assassin's fucking Creed, where everyone was talking about the controversy about you having same-sex relationships, you guys really don't play these games then. Because I feel it's dishonest when these people are crying about the gay shit in these video games. You can have gay relationships, right? But they're not explaining how, right? There are steps, right? There are steps you have to take in all of these games to pursue relationships with NPC characters. And it's not like a few fucking steps. A lot of these games, you're spending hours doing side quests for these characters, having to communicate with these characters every day. So, like, you have to do a mission, come back, make sure you talk to that character you're trying to fuck. Okay, do this little personal mission, which takes like about 20 minutes. Okay, come back. All right, now the mission's over. You got to do the main mission to get the fucking missions unlocked again. Then you got to do the missions for the personal person again. Then come back and talk to that person every single time you go back to that area to build a fucking actual relationship. So your bar is at 100%. And then when you get to 100%, you have to have the right dialogue with this person. Make sure you always compliment them. Make sure you always say, like, you know, flirty comments to them. And then when you get to the very point where you can actually have the option to romance them, again, you have to make the right response to be able to fuck this character, right? They won't tell you that. You know why? Because explaining all of that is way too much. And it also lets people know you have an option. You have an option to have same-sex relationships. Whereas they'd rather present it to you where it's like they're forcing you. Right? Now, are you guys more mad if you were forced to have same-sex relationships with these characters? Right? Now you're forced to play a gay character? Or would you guys be like, oh, it's no big deal. If I don't want to be gay, I'm just not going to choose the gay option. Right? But they don't tell you that. That's the crazy part. They don't fucking tell you that. They will never sit there and explain that to you, because having you guys mad about a political side of it, they are now forcing you to be gay. They're putting gay in your video games and forcing you guys to play it. Nobody likes to be fucking forced. but you're not forced. Because if you were a gamer, you would actually know that it's not forced. It's a choice. And that's where a lot of people, especially gamers, would look at this entire situation and be like, why are you mad? You just don't choose the gay path and you're not gay. If you make a character, just don't make it female and you're not a female. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, if you don't want to put pronouns in there, then don't put pronouns. And the whole thing about pronouns, by the way, fun fact, the only reason why they started making you pick pronouns or gender in games is so that the NPCs in the game can properly address your character. Right? So if you're a female character in the game, they're going to address you as a female character. If you're a guy in the game, they're going to address you as a guy character. If you don't want to be dressed as either, you could just say they, them, and they will just refer to you as they, them, theirs. Right? But how dare they not explain this as these fucking commentators that are supposed to be fucking experts about gaming, giving you guys this information about why you should be mad by not actually diving deep into explaining why. Why are they putting pronouns in these fucking games, guys? Oh, so that the NPCs can address you in dialogue properly? I don't know. Guys, a lot of men are in my chat. Should I stop calling you guys he, her? Should I just say fuck your pronouns and just call you guys her, she? Look at her. Look at Blue Jay. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her comment. Her comment says, hell, LOL, cat gaming, Reddit/Twitter. Then these types barely play and watch the stuff. No, look, another her. Look at her. Look at her. Pronouns are there for a reason, by the way. Pronouns exist for a reason. Right? Y'all crying over pronouns. I'm sorry. Did you guys let these YouTubers fuck with your brains to forget that pronouns exist for a reason? And that's why they put them in games? Especially games where you are talking to other characters, NPCs, and they are programmed to go by what you choose to be referred to as. And then again, I know what my buddy here is trying to say, but this is why I get mad and tell people to shut up, because I can't stand it when people say shit and they're not explaining it properly. And they're just banking on the fact that you guys are dumb enough not to notice. But I notice. Hello, Laser Luke. I notice. And it infuriates me because I see y'all's hard-earned money going towards this bullshit. And it infuriates me. Because I'm like, you guys are just sucking these people dry, taking all of their hard-earned money because these people think that you're on their side. They think that you are the voice that they don't have, and they're giving you money to keep speaking, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's like, who cares? Who cares if you could choose your own pronoun? I'm sorry, do you guys just want to be referred to as bitches? Like, that's your pronoun, bitches. My pronoun's bitches, by the way. You guys will always address me as bitches from now on. The origin of pronouns came from Tumblr. I mean, what do you mean origin of pronouns? Pronouns are pronouns. You are he, right? If you're a boy, he, him. If you're a girl, she, her. I guess where people get mad, right, is because now we have all of these weird pronouns that exist, which again, I'm with you, I'm old school, right? Listen, I love everybody. I respect everybody. As long as you are not a shitty person, I don't care what's between your legs or what you identify as. As long as you're not out there hurting people, I don't give a fuck, right? But I'm even confused. There's too many damn pronouns. I'm with y'all on that. I can't keep up. I'm not going to hate on people for that, but like, I'll look at you confused. You know, I respect the they, them. If you don't want me to call you he, her, she, them, whatever, like, that's fine. But like, I don't know the Zer. What is Zer? I need to understand. Again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. If there's people who are watching this and you're a Zer, I'm sorry. I just don't understand. But I will respect you because, like, I have to. If I want people to respect my pronouns, I should respect yours. Or I'm just gonna call you they, them. If I don't know what you want to call yourself, they, them. It's the safest bet. But now everyone's mad. Like, oh, now I have to call. Like, bro, who cares? If you don't want me to call you a her, he, her, I'm sorry, she, her, and you're a male, I don't know what to tell you. Because at this point, I'm going to start doing that shit just to be a fucking bitch. Like, it's not that deep, man. People want to be mad at this point. That's all it is. Y'all just want to be mad, then be mad. If you want to be mad, be mad. But I'm still going to call it out because YouTubers like this, they want you mad. They want you mad. Because like I said, did I not just explain why there's pronouns in games? Did I not explain the steps you need to take to have same-sex relationships in these games? Notice how none of these YouTubers that y'all are supporting and watching, giving all your money to, has ever went in depth and talked about the steps that you need to take to be gay. They just say, hey, you can be gay in this game. That's enough to be a problem. And they do it on purpose because they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. They want to keep you stupid. They want you to avoid this game so much and give them all the money. That's what they really want. That's why they don't want you to play the game. Because I guarantee you, if you played Assassin's Creed, the new Assassin's Creed game, right? Y'all would probably like the game if you're Assassin's Creed fans, right? And then you'd understand you don't have to be gay. You don't have to be gay. And then you'll be like, oh shit, I didn't have to be gay this whole time. No, well, Yellow Flash said you had to be gay. Okay, well, Yellow Flash is full of shit. Because I guarantee you his stupid ass didn't pay to play the game either. And by the way, notice how Yellow Flash and all these YouTubers, they have the same exact talking points. They have the same, I guarantee you they're in the DM groups collaborating their points together. Like, yeah, if we all say the game is gay, nobody talk about the steps that need to be taken to be gay because we don't want the stupid ass community because they think you're stupid. I want y'all to know that. They 100% think y'all are fucking stupid. Right? We don't want the community to know that it's an option. We want them mad. We want them to think you have to be homosexual. Anyways, I went on a rant long enough. Let's continue.
211 likes.
Most people have no idea.
Motherfucker, I love it. As soon as I press play, fucking commercial. Yo, this commercial's woke as fuck. Why is it a woman opening butter? Is that butter? What the fuck is that? That's not butter. Is that spam? What the fuck is that? What is she opening? What the fuck is that? Is that tuna? Is that chicken? Oh yeah, it's tuna. It's a ugh. Why did tuna look like that? Ugh, that's greasy. Oh, she gonna eat it. She gonna eat it. Watch this. She gonna eat it. Oh God, why is it stuck in there? Oh no, that doesn't look like good. It's so oily. Somebody looks like good tuna. It's yellow. Comes from investigating. Where does it come from? Look at. She's trying to break it apart. Oh, look at how good this tuna splits apart. Oh, no, it doesn't even look like good tuna. Look at that big stick. Oh, look at her trying to break it apart. Look at that. It doesn't even peel good. Okay, I'm done. Weird ass tuna. I thought it was sardines. Yeah, I was like, what is that? I thought it was sardines for a bit too. I did too. Oh wait, is Tony getting into a fight with somebody in chat? Come on, why the fuck are you buffering? Hello? Okay, here we go. I was like, why is it buffering?
I'm not gonna sit here and say this game is bad because I don't know if it's bad.
Wait, hold on. I don't know.
It's not out yet.
Bro, I'm not gonna say this game is bad. It's not out yet. But what?
Just going off of the trailer, though.
That's crazy. It
really doesn't seem like something that I want to play. I'm a little tired of these Abby type female characters. I don't want anything to do with them. If you're going to have a masculine character, just put a man in there. But they don't want.
She's not even masculine. That's the crazy part. She's not masculine. She's just fucking bald.
To do that. Women can be masculine too, you see?
I mean, they can.
Tati Gabrielle.
There it is. Gabrielle.
Character's actress. This is who is playing her. She's also in The Last of Us Season 2 as Nora. Here's some pictures of her. You might remember from when she smashed in. Well, she didn't smash in Joel's face, but she was there. Here's an even better picture of her holding down Abby.
Okay, and?
So Neil Neil seems to like this one. He's putting her in everything.
This is what I'm saying when you don't know what you talk about. First of all, you can clearly tell that she's bald because she was bald in the game, right? The game trailer came out before her appearance in Last of Us, right? So obviously she had her head shaved, probably for this role in the game. One. Also, Tati has always had short hair. She's always gone with like, if you look up pictures of her, she's always had short hair like that, or she let her hair grow out. That's just her look. that's just her look. Yeah, and she's a great actress. Like him sitting here saying, I guess he just wants to put her in everything. Yeah, well, she has been in a lot of shit. She was in You. She was in the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. She was in the 100. She's had a lot of very good roles in her career. And now she's in a game. So like, so what? So what? And she was in The Last of Us. And mind you, she always plays a badass character. I think it's Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. She kind of played the role of like a slutty character. Like she was a bad bitch in that show, but she was also pretty promiscuous and very sexual. Like, so I mean, again, Tati's always played a very strong character in a lot of the shit she was in. I believe in the 100, her character became like basically you consider her like a high priestess, and she was also a fighter. But like she's also Tati's been in a lot of shit, and she's a really talented actress. So I'm not surprised that, number one, I'm not surprised that she was in fucking Last of Us kicking ass, which is kind of crazy because isn't that why everyone liked Ellie when she was a little girl, being a badass female little girl, right? Because Ellie is a badass character. She's a boss bitch. Everyone loves Ellie, but you know, we've got too many fucking vaginas kicking ass. It's a problem. Again, I don't know what it is. And I know y'all motherfuckers out there low-key have kinks where you want to be beaten by a woman. Don't act like y'all don't want your asses kicked by a woman. I've seen some of y'all search histories talk about y'all want your little balls stepped on by a woman. It's weird. I'm not judging, but it's weird. I don't know why y'all want to experience pain in that area, but hey, I'm just saying. Sometimes I think y'all be bullshitting yourselves because y'all be talking all this shit, but like low-key, I guarantee you, I feel like Yellow Flash got a whole folder that he has a bodybuilder porn stars that he's definitely rubbed a few out to, and he tried to make it seem like muscular women aren't attractive. Shut the fuck up, Yellow Flash. I know you got some big beefy bitches in your folder. Oh man. Well, I didn't say you, but also if you're just outing yourself, then you're outing yourself.
But she's got a line that's going viral. All the video game journalists are covering it naturally. They're all there. They're all sticking up for her. They're pulling out.
They laughed at me when I...
Yo, I can't. Why does Yellow Flash's YouTube channel have way too many female bosses? Like, you notice that? All the fucking commercials have been women. Is it just me? Is it just me? I'm seeing a lot of
this specific line. And I highlighted it, talking about the video game boot camp, because Neil's been boot camping me, she says, though perhaps not in the ways you might think. I know Troy's experience. I know Ashley's experience. I know Laura Bailey's experience. Bailey originated the role of Abby and endured an onslaught of brutal gamer reactions to the character, especially after Abby kills Joel. So she saw people reacting to the shitty character. Like, I don't remember anybody going after Laura Bailey because all she did was play a part. That's all she did. She doesn't even look like Abby. That's what's kind of funny about it. So she read all of the backlash to the shitty character. You know, just because people don't like the character doesn't mean anybody has anything against her. I don't remember anything like going her way. Maybe I'm wrong, but I remember that shit show pretty well. Yeah, Abby got it pretty hard, not Laura. You're not allowed to criticize these things. See, they take it personally.
I mean,
And of course-
here's the thing. In the beginning, I feel like I'm telling the Bible thing. Come on, computer. in the beginning, guys, I understood a lot more about like the frustrations of the race swapping, gender swapping stuff. Like there was a moment where even I couldn't deny it was a little much, right? But like you have to understand as a fucking human being, right? When you get an acting job, that's like a big deal for these people, right? I got a good job, right? I landed the role, I auditioned, I got the job. They're not looking at it like, oh shit, I'm a black person, I'm a female, how's this gonna perceive? They're just happy they got a fucking job, right? So to them, they're excited. This is a great opportunity for them. You know, Tati's gonna be in a game, and she's a lead, so she's excited for this game, right? Then they drop a trailer, and her excitement immediately is like, oh shit, they hate it, right? And then I've seen some of the comments, right? And you see comments mentioning the fact that she's a female, the fact that she's, you know, oh my God, she's a woman of color. Those comments exist. Now, not all of y'all are like that, sure, but like when you see that so many times, and when these YouTubers mention those things so many times, as a person who it's directed towards, why are you blaming her for looking at it that way? Right, and she was getting death threats, like you know what I'm saying? And again, it's not the YouTubers' fault that people get death threats. I'm not gonna put that on the YouTubers, but like y'all are forgetting that these are people, right? And they're just doing a fucking job. They didn't ask for this type of fucking backlash. They're just having fun making something that they had fun making, and they were on it or whatever. But like, obviously, when that shit's directed at you, right, you're gonna be like, well, what the fuck's the problem? Like, you're understanding, especially when they're making points of that she's a female and that she's a black woman, and oh my God, she shaved her head. Like, this is who she is. This is her person, right? Now she's playing a character, sure, but her imaging is her. Like, it's not like somebody designed from scratch or took some samples of like, okay, I'm going to model this character after Tati, you know, give a little bit of features that might resemble Tati, but this is a whole, this is her, right? And you have people on the internet going at her about how she's a woman, she's black and all that shit. Of course she's going to perceive it that way, right? And to her, it's not criticism. To her, it comes off as hate, especially when they're directing it at her. Of course she's going to feel that way. Of course she's going to feel that way. Like when, like if we were to talk about how Yellow Flash looks like a middle-aged, used, chewed up glomp of bubble gum, right? Right? If I was to say that Yellow Flash looks like this, oh my God, why are they casting this fat, old-looking motherfucker as the lead character? This man looks so out of shape. Why is he wearing armor that barely fits? How do they even fit armor on Yellow Flash? He's so fat. Why are they putting him in the game? Yellow Flash doesn't look fit enough to be a lead in a video game. Now, if I said shit like that, Yellow Flash would fucking spark out like the bitch he is. Oh my God, why they're just fucking haters. They just fucking hate white men who fucking love Trump. That's what they do themselves. That's what these YouTubers do themselves, right? That is always their go-to. Oh my God, look, they're attacking me because I'm a white Christian man. I've heard that so many times. I sit there like, okay, so it's okay for you to bring it there. But when anybody else feels that way based on your comments, we you know, like Fatoni said, we gotta shut up. The hypocrisy. Because I can't tell you how many times a lot of these YouTubers will use that whole fucking that mask of they're just coming at me because I'm a white Christian male. These liberals. And y'all know that's true. Y'all know that's true. How many times these fucking people came back and said that they're attacking this person because they're a white Christian male? But it's okay for you guys to take that criticism and go there. But when Tati or any other fucking person has a feeling about that, it's like, oh, it's just criticism, guys. You guys can't handle criticism. Neither can you if you're going to make it about being a white Christian man. I've lost track of how many times they did Moses Ingram when she did Kenobi. Disney, another fake, the racist name calling, a rage baited to promote their show. I mean, they all, if you really pay attention though, they all do the same type of shit. It's just depending on what fucking side of the fence you land on. It's like the SJW, anti-SJW shit. And as somebody who used to be part of that on that fence, right? I used to be an SJW. I wouldn't say I'm anti-SJW, but as somebody who was an SJW, I can tell you, right, there's no difference between an SJW and anti-SJW. Do you know why? Because they do the same fucking shit to each other. It's just depending on what side of the argument you land on, means that what you're doing is okay, the other side isn't. It's the same fucking shit. It's the same game. I just don't want to play the game. I'll call them out once in a while, sure, but I'm not going to play the game. Because I did play the game. When I was at SJW, that's another reason why I stopped and listened to the other side of the arguments. Because the same shit that we were calling out the other side for doing, we started doing it on our end. And it's like, you know, the doxing, the fucking harassment, the same kind of fucking bullshit tactics that we were calling and accusing the other side for doing, we started doing ourselves. And we justified it by saying, well, we're on the right side. What we're doing is good. What they're doing is wrong. So it's okay for us to do the same shit that they're doing. It's okay for me to stab you in the back because you stabbed me in mine type of mentality. It's fucking weird. And nobody smart is paying attention to this and saying, yeah, like, it is hypocrisy on all sides. It's just nobody on their side ever wants to call that out, ever. Ever. They always say, well, what about when they were going after Ingram Moses with the whole Kenobi thing and they used the black to promote? Okay, well, didn't the other side use that as well and say, oh, they're only calling us racist because we're white Christians and shit like that? I'm like, bro, what? This is the stupidity of entertainment. This is why I tell people to shut up, because at the end of the day, I think we all should shut up and just play video games and enjoy entertainment. And if it sucks, it just sucks. Don't see it. Don't buy it. But now we just have to talk about how much it has this and that. And I'm like, y'all do the same shit. Same shit. It's all fucking dumb.
Yeah, after Abby kills Joel, nobody likes
But it makes us all money. It makes us all money.
that. You're seeing it again with the TV audience. In a making of documentary, Bailey recalls through tears how these so-called fans even threatened her newborn
Thank you.
over social media. Now,
Thank you. Appreciate it. I am bad at grifting. Thank you.
if that's true, I disavow that. That's kind of disgusting. All she did was play the part. But most of the time, these people never show any receipts.
kind of like you, Yellow Flash. Now, here's the thing. Do I believe people were doing that? Yeah. Like the fact, again, Yellow Flash has been doing this for a long time, right? We have seen it all. We know how crazy people are on the internet. Listen, at this point, if people are threatening people's lives, if people say I'm being threatened for playing a role, I believe it because I've seen it. I've seen enough of it where I believe that people would 100% do that, you know? And he's like, well, you know, if people were doing that, I disavow. But like, we haven't seen receipts. Bro, how many times, Yellow Flash, have you been threatened on the internet by people who don't like you? How many times, Yellow Flash? Don't act like that's never happened. I'm sure you've gotten that type of shit too in your fucking YouTube career. I'm sure. I mean, for Christ's sakes, you've seen it with fucking Tug, your fucking best friend Tug. How many people have went after Tug's fucking kid? You know what I'm saying? There's fucking sick people on the internet that will 100% go after people's kids online. You've seen it firsthand. Do you really need to see receipts? Because if Tug said it, he didn't show you receipts, you'd believe him. I believe Tug. I would believe Tug without seeing receipts because I know people are fucked like that. Oh, but then again, this is Yellow Flash. He faked a doxing attempt on himself. I mean, we really should probably see receipts when Yellow Flash says something. Because, you know, Tug actually has produced receipts about the harassment he has had about his kids and shit. I've seen it myself with my own eyes. That shit was public. But don't forget, Yellow Flash faked a doxing attempt on himself. So maybe with his case, you'll want to see a receipt or two. Just putting that up.
So I need to see something on that. But if it is true, I don't condone that shit. I don't think that's cool at all. Gabrielle, too, received backlash just for her presence at the lead of Intergalactic, though hers was racist in addition to misogynistic.
Are you still on that for Tony? We're good. I was using you as an example. You're fine. You don't have to explain yourself. You're good. Everybody in my chat right now, y'all are good. I appreciate y'all for being here. Hang on, I gotta reset this. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Y'all, you don't have to over-explain. Like I said, the beauty of my channel and what I do take pride in, and what I will brag about and say that I am better at than all of these content creators, is I will never silence you for disagreeing with me, right? As long as you're respectful about it and you're not coming in here and trolling, you are welcome to type in my chat. So never apologize or anything, or even say, even if you did tell me you're being a hypocrite, you should shut up. You're fine. You're fine to say that. You are free to say that without any punishment or penalty. You know, I treat my audience the same way I would treat anybody. You are here watching me talk about something that I'm talking about, right? And that you are here because you're curious to have the discussion or hear what I have to say. And if you disagree at any point, just say you disagree. That's what the conversation's supposed to be. That's the conversation these YouTubers won't let you have. They want you to agree with them, because if you agree with them, you're more willing and more likely to open your wallets, right? If you open your wallets and you disagree with me, that means we have a real conversation. We're building a real relationship on the interwebs, okay? Like, we're discussing things. We're being open and honest. I will never ban you or time you out for telling me to shut up if you disagree with me. I will, however, time you out or ban you if you're coming in here talking mad shit, because now we're not having a conversation. I'm not trying to argue with you. We can have a civil discussion. And again, I'm loud and passionate, but I'm not actually mad. You know, that's why I love doing YouTube. That's why I love streaming. That's why I always keep coming back. Even though I have my moments, I keep coming back because I love having these discussions with y'all, because I take away something every time I end the stream. After we have certain serious discussions, I do take away some of the shit you guys say. You know, I'll be like, you know what? You had a good point. And maybe that sways my opinion a little bit. That's the best thing. No, you shut up, Worcester. All right, get him out of here. No, I'm just kidding. Don't get him out of here. I'm kidding. You know, but that's like I said, don't have to say, if you tell me to shut up, you tell me to shut up. Like this, you know, shut up. And then I probably won't. So it doesn't matter. You can tell me to shut up. Doesn't mean I'm going to.
Now we're going to touch on that, but let's read her little paragraph here before I do. She recalls a lot of love, but there was a lot of hate.
Wait, hold on.
Government.
I don't know why this video, but I think the chat's more entertaining. I was just about to say, you definitely will send her if you feel a line has been crossed. That's why you are the kind of person who tells others to shut up in the first place. I mean, if a line is crossed, yeah, but like, my line of crossing is like, again, if you come in here on some disrespectful shit, right? And you just come in here with the intention of wanting to pick a fight, right? And not actually have a discussion. There's a difference. But yes, I mean, again, telling somebody to shut up and them actually doing it is another thing. Like, I could tell somebody to shut up, doesn't mean they're going to shut up. And it doesn't mean that, you know, my words have no weight. You know, I don't think my words have any weight at all, or influence. People can say I'm an influencer, right? I used to have that as title as a joke. Like, I'm not an influencer. I have no influence on anybody. I don't want to have influence. I just want to talk about things with people and give my takes, roast some people that deserve to be roast, have some fun, and make a few dollars on YouTube. At this point, like, I really am not out here trying to change your minds, because I can't do that. I can't do that. It's something that I have the power or control to do. So if I tell somebody to shut up and you don't shut up, well, what? Okay. Did I really do anything? No. I tell people to shut up. It's my opinion to tell people to shut up. Do I think some people should shut up? Yes, I do. Are they going to shut up? Probably not. If people told me to shut up, am I going to shut up? Hell no. Doesn't mean I still can't say it. But I'm not going to censor you because you think differently. Because you think that because I'm the type of person to tell somebody to shut up in the first place, like everything you just said, I'm not going to censor you for saying that. But again, somebody else would. Somebody else would. Yellow Flash 100% would. You are free to type and say what you want in the chat. Just be respectful to a level. Like, you don't gotta be disrespectful.
Me being a woman of color, me having my head shaved, all these things that I didn't even actually initially see. I'm out of the social media zeitgeist for that reason. But once I did, he was like, ignore it. No matter what, me and you, we're going to make something beautiful. We're going to make something that we're proud of. Now, apparently all of this backlash she was getting was unfounded, even though she
God damn
was out there attacking gamers. She put this on her Instagram. This is the famous meme right here. You mad, bro? Fragile mask.
Oh, God. See, here's the thing. That wasn't even targeted at gamers. It was targeted at people like you, Yellow Flash. And you guys took the bait. See, here's the funny thing, right? Your outrage baiting works and it makes you money. Other people's rage baiting, you take the bait and you guess what? You made money off it. Why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? Did y'all not make money covering this image and shitting on her even more? Did you not make a pretty penny off that? Why are you complaining, bro? Shut up. That's the difference between us. Even if I had the ability to, I wouldn't censor people for words they say. I would just make a better argument than them because I'm capable of it. Still like you. I mean, it's not even that. It's like I pick and choose my battles wisely, right? Like if somebody was to want to have a disagreement, right, and we're talking, that's completely fine, right? I'll go back and forth tit for tat with you, right? But like it gets to a point where if there's nothing coming, like if there's not going to be a resolution, and when I say resolution, we're not going to see eye to eye on anything, right? We're not even going to agree to disagree. Because like, for example, Frog Tony, me and him used to go at it all the time. And Tony's whole thing is like, he will not budge until he wins the argument, right? And I'm not going to budge because like, I'm willing to see eye to eye or even agree to disagree. Tony won't agree to disagree sometimes. He has to be right. At that point, I have nothing I want to say to you anymore. Because if we can't even get to a point to agree to disagree, what is the point in continuing the conversation? I'm not going to waste my time, nor should you waste yours, on having a discussion that's going absolutely nowhere. That's where I get to the point where, like, all right, if you're not trying to have an actual conversation anymore, then let's just move on and just not talk about it. Because I'm not trying to get people getting mad at me and hating me over fucking opinions. Because I have enough of those people out there. They hate me for opinions. Now, I don't hate these people for their opinions. I hate these people because I think they're dishonest. I think they take advantage of their audience. I think they generally don't care about this shit and they just use it to make fucking money. And they don't care who they fucking smear or smother to do so. That's why I don't like these people. I don't hate them for their opinion. I want to make that very clear. I will never hate somebody for having an opinion I don't agree with, but I will hate them when they use that and I don't buy their bullshit. And they also don't fucking be honest and actually go into details of certain things, like I just discussed about how they go off about the gay shit in the video games, but they don't actually explain that it's an option. They make it seem like you're forced to do it. That's where I get mad. It's about the dishonesty and giving said opinions. The way that they present this shit, it's very dishonest. It's just to grift and take your money. That's what bothers me. That's where I have the issues.
Galeni T. My Laura. 100% incel tears. And that's her character with Siri from Witcher 4. So DEI-licious. You mad, bro? Now, that was on her Instagram.
I'm dying. Because it's true, though.
So don't sit here and play the victim after you were antagonizing people. Now, as far as anybody giving you shit for what you look like or your background, if that happened, that's not cool. But when you throw shit in the fire, what do you...
Which is ironic that he says that, because he literally did go after her looks. She's too masculine. She has a shaved head. Just cast a guy. What he said, right? He did the exact thing. He's saying that, you know, oh, if people are attacking your looks, that's literally what she said. You read the article, Flash. This is why he's dumb at what he does and why people really follow him. It blows my mind because he literally contradicts himself every time he makes videos like this. In the very beginning of the video, he did make comments about her appearance, her shaved head, her being too masculine. Just cast a guy, his exact words, right? Now he's like, If people are attacking you for what you look like, that's not cool. But bitch, you did that at the very beginning of the fucking video. Bitch, you just read where she said people were doing that. And of course, she responded to all that backlash with this. And now because she has no rights to react to all the negativity that came her way, she has no right to fucking clap back. Just because she could be a victim and clap back at the same time, right? He's like, don't play victim, bro. You can be a victim and still clap back. Now you're antagonizing them. She didn't antagonize them before this. This was a response, a reaction. You know what's funny is all of these YouTubers do the same thing. I don't even know why they're even complaining about it. They love it when an actor, a celebrity or something responds to their shit. It makes them money. They love that shit. What does Flash say in all those DMs whenever, Vickyverse or Nerdit's Newsstand mentions him? I'm going to monetize these people. That's what he does. That is what he does. He monetizes these people. That's why I get mad, because it's bullshit. It's not about the opinion. It's because it's bullshit. He loves it when these fucking actors clap back. It gives them something to be outraged over. Fake outraged. They're not even mad about it. They love it. They love it. That's why I get mad. Because y'all don't see the shit. Y'all don't care. And that's fine if you don't care. But the fact that y'all ignore it, at least acknowledge that's what they're doing. Just admit. For Tony, did you not see her in Last of Us? She has her shaved head. Like, she has a shaved head. Look at Tati's performances. She has short hair. She always shaves her head short. She always has short hair. Once in a while, she'll have braids in her hair. I think she also had braids in her hair in You. So Tati's look, she either has braids that are long or she has very short hair. So it is technically Tati. It is technically Tati. She does shave her head a lot. She does have short hair. And again, there's nothing wrong with a woman with short hair, especially a black woman. By the way, again, this is a little history lesson. Black women do tend to have their hair short. Like some African women, their hair grows very slow, and they have short curly hair because it takes a lot of time to straighten our hair, so it's not like a whole ass afro. But black women tend to have short hair, a lot. So it's kind of like also like kind of a culture thing as well. So like, damn, have you guys seen women in Africa? There's a lot of women in Africa who literally have bald heads, like straight up bald heads in Africa, because it's fucking hot in Africa. So they shave their heads so they can stay cool. Anyways. Now, is that why Tati does it? Probably not. I think for her, it's just a look. It's just a look. But either way, I just find it hilarious that Flash literally is talking about how it's not cool if they're making fun of her appearance, even though he literally talks shit about her appearance at the very beginning of this video.
What do you think is going to happen? So she got some shit for posting something like this. People went and posted on there, giving her their thoughts when she posted this. Just because they're making fun of this character, which
didn't he just say people were making fun of the character? Wasn't her look was wrong? Because again, I want to point out, yes, this is a character, but the model is designed after Tati. Like everything about this is her. They just copied and pasted, right? It's her. It is her likeness. It is literally what she looks like IRL. From the eyes to the face. This is her. So yes. You are not just making fun of a video game character. You're making fun of her.
Is probably going to be the same kind of characters, Abby, like everything in this trailer. I don't want to break this trailer down because it's been done to death. But I would say the reaction to this trailer was pretty justified.
No,
and Naughty Dog knew it.
It wasn't.
Because if you go to the Naughty Dog version of this channel, unless it's changed, like this trailer is on the Naughty Dog channel, they turned the comments off. They knew exactly what was going to happen when they put this trailer out. Because people just don't want to play games like this anymore. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it's true.
It's not true. Anyways, I just want to point out that Naughty Dog already has a lot of gamers pissed off because the situation that happened when they started striking people's channels down that were covering, I believe, I don't know if it was The Last of Us. Was it The Last of Us that people were talking about? And they started silencing their critics. That's when Naughty Dog got a bad reputation. So it really has very little at this point, in my opinion. It has little to do with this game and more to do with the issues people have with Naughty Dog itself. Because, okay, it was Last of Us. Because Naughty Dog started silencing critics and trying to take YouTube channels down. I believe Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers was affected by this, and that's when it really blew up. So Naughty Dog definitely had a bad rep in the gaming YouTube sphere because of that. So it has, I think for me personally, it has less to do about this game and way more to do about Naughty Dog. Like, just keeping it real. It's way more about Naughty Dog than it is about this game.
That's why video game sales are down. People are getting laid off left and right because of shit like this.
Oh, Yellow Flash, you know that for a fact? Do you have a seat on the board of directors in a lot of these gaming companies to know exactly why that's happening? Have you seen the books? Or are you just looking at the sales? I think what it comes down to is like, I don't think it's about that. It's like, we all go through waves of video games genres that we really like. Like a lot of us, especially the older crowd, you know, the new games that come out, like Marvel Rivals has been really good. That's a new game that came out and has been doing very well. You know, there's not a lot of new games coming out that I'm personally excited for. You know, aside from like, you know, bringing back some classics, like they're redoing Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. That's coming out. I'm excited for that. Because I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan. But like as far as new games, there's not too many new games that I'm really thrilled about. But I don't know if it's just because these games are just not good or there's no hype for them. I don't know. It's just I think just a saying that, oh, it's because of games like this. I'm like, but there are a lot of games that are not like this that y'all ain't even talking about. But we'll focus on the ones that everyone can be mad at so you can make some money with Yellow Flash.
People are tired of it. The sales speak for it. So, you know,
funny, he talks about sales in regards to a game that isn't even released yet, by the way.
You go in here and you read this from the studio that got rid of all the people who originally made the games you loved as a kid and that we still take credit for. Like, that's true too. Sell her hair as separate DLC. That's funny.
He's fake laughing. That's so sad.
They're out here lying, leaving out this kind of stuff, saying, no, she didn't see it. She posted this almost immediately after the trailer came out when all the shit started.
You hear how dumb he is? Is nobody paying attention to him? Like, he really thinks nobody paying attention. Yellow Flash. The reason why she posted this is because it was in response to the backlash after the trailer dropped. You're literally trying to blame her now, saying that she posted this picture and then she got backlash. See how dishonest you are? Do you see how dishonest you are, Yellow Flash? She posted this after the backlash. I gotta talk to you like you're a baby. Because I don't think if I didn't talk to you, Yellow Flash, like you're a baby, then you would understand properly, Yellow Flash. Okay? This is why you're a very dishonest person. This is why you mislead your audience. This is why you rage bait people. Because she didn't post this post, Yellow Flash, and then she got backlash. She posted it in response to the backlash, Yellow Flash. Okay? Because you notice how, too, The Witcher, Cersei from The Witcher is also in the picture. Because y'all had some choice words about that, too, because you guys are upset. Because Ciri is the main character in the new Witcher game, because guess what? Geralt is dead. I don't know if you played the last Witcher games or even read the Witcher books, but Geralt dies. He go bye-bye, Yellow Flash. He go bye-bye. No, you have to talk to him like a baby. You have to talk to him like that. Because like that's the only way I feel like he understands. Because again, this is another example of Yellow Flash misleading his audience into believing that she warranted the hate she received. This was in response to the hate she got, which is why she included Theory. I almost said Cersei, like Game of Thrones. Theory, why she included Theory in the picture. Because y'all were crying about both The Witcher 4 and her character in Intergalactic. But it's okay, Yellow Flash. This is why I'm here. This is why I'm here to educate you. To educate you. And anyone smart enough to find this and actually listen to the logic and rhyme and reason that you deny your community over there because you want them to keep staying stupid. You want your audience to stay stupid. So they keep watching your videos and giving you money. He's fucking lying to y'all. That's the sad part. He is lying to y'all.
Yeah, maybe it's like a day after. I don't remember the exact timeline. But it was pretty damn close to
I don't remember the exact timeline, guys, but I'm gonna say this is fact anyway, that this is what she did to entice the mob. Oh wait, I don't remember the timeline. Maybe it was like a day after the mob came for her. I don't remember now. Like, see, this. Why even put out this video? Like, do you even fact check yourself? I swear to God, this is what annoys me with Yellow Flash. This is why I say he's gross, man. It's gross that you're making a video talking about shit and you're not even telling the timeline right. The timeline is very simple. She received backlash. She responded to the backlash. She got more backlash. What is Yellow Flash's recollection? Well, the trailer came out and she posted this in response to the trailer coming out, and then she got backlash. Anyone with functioning brain cells to rub together would have immediately heard him say that, be like, that's not true. That's not what happened.
the release of the trailer. She's also quite the activist, by the way.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Yay. I just love wellness.
Getting your daily.
Why is it all women commercials on his video? Dude, I'm telling you, this is getting weird.
And then as far as with non-binary and transgender, I hope that we just start seeing that the future is here whether we like it or not. We need to not just accept it, but embrace it. Embracing something and seeing not only the beauty of it in it, but the way that it contributes to the world and contributes into the way that anybody of any gender, race, creed, color can form their identity and can walk through the world with pride and their chin up high.
I already see where this is going.
So important for the gender.
Very important. So
He
it's
got
going to be
say-
fun. I can't wait for this game to come out.
Wait, he didn't say anything about that?
But,
Bro, wait, why did he play that clip and not say anything about it? Like, see what I'm saying? Like, so he plays that clip of her talking about, non-binary people, transgender people, and like, he just said nothing about it. Look at her supporting trans people. That's all you need to know about this person and what to expect in this game. It's going to be gay and trans and gay and non-binary and Zerzim and Zeta-Zim and My Hero Academia. Like, what? Why even play the clip and not say something about it? You might as well just say it. Y'all can just be honest. Just say you're fucking phobes, bro. I would respect somebody who says, I'm a phobe. Like, I don't fucking like trans people. I would respect you more if you just said it honestly than act like you don't. I'm not saying I hate trans people. I just don't want to see it, everything. Just say you don't like trans people. Just fucking say it. I don't care. You're free to hate whoever the fuck you want to hate. I'd rather just know about it so I can make the choice decision if I still want to have a relationship with you or not. I don't give a fuck. You have every right to hate who you want to hate. You want to be a racist, be a fucking racist. I don't have to accept you're a racist, just like you don't have to accept somebody's trans, right? But at least be honest with it. At least trans people accept the fact that they want to be fucking other gender. Y'all here just denying what the fucking obvious is. You're just fucking a racist transphobe. Just fucking say it, dude. Just fucking say it. I'd have way more respect for you then. Because at least you're being fucking honest. And you're not trying to fucking paint this picture that you're not these things. That's one thing I can't stand about a lot of these YouTubers. Is like, y'all will say this shit, and then when people say you're transphobic or racist, oh, I'm not racist. I just don't want to see black people in fucking entertainment as much as I am. Okay, then maybe you're a little racist. Maybe you just don't like black people. What do you mean? I love black people. I just don't want them to have fucking jobs in entertainment. I don't want them to have fucking acting jobs anymore. I'm tired of seeing fucking too many black people. Too many niggas on the screen. Just say it. Just fucking say it. It's really easy. But of course, if you say it, like, how dare you be honest? It's just weird because like he played that clip and said nothing. Just moving on.
it's gonna be something.
It's
I
gonna be
guarantee you
something.
right now.
I guarantee you right now. Listen, guys, I guarantee you right now that a game that's not coming out for another 2 years is gonna be shit. Because the trailer that came out 2 years prior told you everything you need to know. And the actress, her personal political fucking stance on everything is 100% going to be inserted in this game. Because, she was a red carpet for whatever the fuck event she was at. And she gave this fucking take because she was probably asked a question, right, that she answered, right? And that's completely the precedence that we should expect in this fucking game. Because that's what makes sense, right?
10 out of 10 reviews. It's amazing. Best thing ever. And maybe it will be. But even if it isn't, you're going to see those reviews, as we always do. Now, just got to let you know, I have a comic book.
Nope. You're not promoting your shit. You're not promoting your shit on my channel. Okay, there you go. We're not gonna shield for Yellow Flash. Just fucking get that shit off my screen. Thank you so much. I will give him credit though. At least he uses this to promote his comic. Unlike some people that I've been covering this week who don't use the fucking controversy and drama to make money for his fucking comic book. At least he does. At least he does. Too many good black people raised sweep for that. I didn't sweep for Ryan Kinel when he said that. I said, and I remember exactly what I said. I said, I wouldn't have said it like that, but I understand what he was trying to say, right? Because again, and I'll call out Ryan Kinel too. Ryan Kinel, believe it or not, Ryan Kinel has watched my show before. He has watched my show before. I've talked to Ryan Kinel before. Okay. Now, I have said many times on record, okay, there are ways of getting certain points across without saying it like that. Ryan Kinel 100% said that. I said, oh my God, Ryan, why? Why did you say it like that? Because it gets people mad. Like Ryan Kinel and those guys definitely do. Now, the only reason why I would say this, because I know I'm going to get some shit for it, right? And I know where Worcester's coming with. I like Jeremy from Geeks and Games. I like Ryan Kinel. I do not agree with shit they say, right? But the difference is, do I think that they believe the shit that they say? I do believe they believe it a little. Right? Because I will say this. At least, like I said earlier, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers at least posts videos of stuff he does like. He does. He will do reviews on stuff he likes. Is there a lot of more stuff that he doesn't like? Yeah, because that's the game, that's the clicks. But when it comes to Yellow Flash, right? Watch Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers takes on shit, right? And then watch Yellow Flash. Yellow Flash couldn't even keep his own point in his own video. That's the thing that makes me laugh at him. He couldn't even keep his own points in his own video. This man went flip-floppy the whole entire video. Hey, guys, we don't want to play a game with a woman who shaves her head and looks muscular. Cast it, might as well make the character a guy. Later on in the video, nobody should be making fun of how she looks, that's kind of wrong. But, and immediately goes back to talking about how she looks in the game. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. But anyways, that's all I got for today, guys. I got to go. Y'all have a good one. I'm going to end this short because I'm not feeling too hot right now. So I'm going to go. And yeah, that's it. Love y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe or unsubscribe. I'm sure I lost some subscribers because I know a lot of y'all who are against Yellow Flash are also part of the woke community. But man, y'all welcome here. I love the wokies. I do love you wokies because we get to have an actual conversation. And I love that about y'all. So I'm going to go. You guys have a good one. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm not going to end with outro because I really got to go. So I love y'all. Bye-bye.